Good morning. Today is day 68 of moving mountains beneath my feet, and we are 90 days on our journey on this planet circling the sun. That's 275 days left in the year, and this is going to be episode 45. And so, woke up a little later today. I've been letting myself just wake up when I wake up versus setting an alarm for 5 in the morning. And there's pros and cons to both. I've been letting my body tell me when to wake up, and I have to fight that kind of inner panic sometimes that you feel when you have a routine and then it doesn't go according to your routine, or you know how it is. You're like, well, I lost this amount of time and blah blah blah, all the stories you tell. I used to be really bad about that. If I didn't hit my times or my routine specifically, it would really send me into a bad state and start my day off really on the wrong foot. And I think it was defeating the purpose, right? This is something I used to do a long time ago. I haven't done this in a long time. But anyway, so a few things I just came up softly within me on the walk. I've been playing this prosperity game. I think I explained it to you a few episodes back. If you have resistance or you have issues with abundance in your life, financial abundance, one of the things that I have been trying on for size is to get more playful and create more ease around money. And one of the ways that I am doing this is playing this game called the Prosperity Game by Abraham Hicks. And I swear I'm going to make an app that does this game for you. But basically you get $1,000 every day. More like, so day 1 you get 1,000, day 2 you get 2,000, day 3 3,000, day 4 4,000. And so excuse me, I went on this retreat and I forgot a bunch of days, and so I've been counting the days. I'm on day 16, so obviously yesterday I got 15,000, today I got 16,000, and I had to add up a bunch of days because I missed like 4 or 5 days, and the feeling of playing with this, of saying, wow, I got 5,000 plus 6,000 plus 7,000 plus 8,000 plus 9,000 plus 10,000 plus 11,000 all in one lump sum. I'm not doing the math right now. Put my balance at like $92,000 because I hadn't been spending my money. I was just collecting it. And so it put me in the mindset of really saying, wow, look at how much money I'm receiving. And then also, what am I going to do? What am I going to spend it on? What am I going to buy? What do I want? Right? Most of the time when you're in lack and scarcity, you don't even give yourself the chance to think about what you want because you're in such lack. You're like, I can't even afford to do this. Why in the hell would I be thinking about what kind of vacation I want to go on, or where I want to travel, or what kind of car I want? Like, you're not in the receiving mode. You're not in the shopping mode, right? You're not in the universe, give me what I want mode. You're in this tight, constricted, I don't have. And I think that's the beauty of this game. If you can actually, suspend the reality of your situation and just play the game for a little bit. Obviously, it doesn't change anything about your current financial situation, but it does help you experience some ease and maybe some joy and some relief and release around your relationship with money. And it puts you in that state of like, what would I do with this money? And I find that it's interesting because a lot of times as this balance keeps going up and up and up, you honestly can't spend that much money every day unless you give it some actual intentional thought, right? You have to actually think about, well, what would I spend this money on? What do I want? And I think that's a good place to be. I think that's a good way to train yourself. And I can feel myself feeling less and less. I can feel the nuance of how I should be feeling around money versus how I do feel around money, right? And so I just wanted to touch on that, give people an update on that. I think today I'm at $123,000. In my balance, I'm only on day 16. And I need to find some things to spend this money on. I don't have to spend the money. I can save it. I can do whatever I want. But it's a game. And I'm trying to have fun with it, regardless of my situations. And then that brings me to my other thing that I'm trying on for size that I kind of like. I heard Gabby Bernstein talk about this, something she does every day. She has these 4 questions that she asks herself and she revisits daily, like throughout the day, because it might change. And the questions are this. Number 1, what was the number 1 question? How do I want to feel today? Is the question number 1, right? What is it that I want to feel today? Number 2 is who do I want to be today? Number 3 is what do I want to receive today? And number 4 is what do I want to give today? And so I wrote these questions out in my journal, and it took me a while to answer them, really. You know, how do I want to feel today? Like, do you ever think about that? Most people don't. They just hit the ground running. But I sat there and thought about, well, how do I want to feel today? I wrote it down. I thought about who do I want to be today? Wrote that down. Thought about what do I want to receive today? And then what do I want to give today? And I wrote it down, and I'm going to revisit it throughout my day. And it's okay if it changes, but excuse me, for some reason I feel like this practice is going to be very useful and powerful just because of the way the questions are and the mode that it puts you in when you're thinking about things, especially if you do it in the mornings. It's like a more advanced way of setting an intention for your day. And I find setting intentions for the day can be really helpful. The times where I have set an intention and I didn't receive, or I received the opposite, right? That really kind of threw me off and kind of upset me. But you can change your intention, right? Throughout the day, you can say, well, you know, this ain't going well, or it's going exactly as it needs to, but I would like to have peace, you know, instead of whatever it is that you were asking for the day. And just center yourself on that. It's okay to change your mind in your day, right? And flow with the day. But yeah, I thought that was a powerful thing I wanted to share with you guys. I was talking a little bit about, I don't think I have time to get into it, but was talking a little bit about fear and how, I was talking with my partner about fears and how everything that I want in my life is on the other side of my fears, and that it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared, but it's also, you know, a good idea to step towards those fears and make progress towards them, because everything you want is literally on the other side of that fear. That fear is like the guardian stopping you. It's the guardian stopping you from getting what you want. And if we believe the fear, if we trust that fear, then it keeps us from our heart's desires. And so I just want to nudge anybody who has any kind of fears, we all do, to face them, to look at them. Maybe you don't have to overcome them all the way, but take a step towards them. And you might be surprised that if you keep doing that, that fear becomes less powerful, and you also start to see the things that you want and have been wanting are on the other side of that. And so with that, I hope you all have a beautiful, magnificent day today. Blessings.